Hello, everyone. Ali Star here. You were probably expecting a traditional gameplay video today. Um, Specifically, it was either going to be one of the PlayStation 5 games that I bought for the system, but unfortunately, yesterday was just the roughest day that I've had in a long time, and it kind of made me evaluate how stressed out I've been and how stressful this job can be. And so I wanted to be transparent, and I wanted to tell you guys that I'm going to take a little bit of a break. I'm going to prioritize my mental health, my well-being, probably for the rest of the week, I don't know, or today. And yeah, yesterday I was in the middle of making sure my video was uploaded on time and design my thumbnail right after my wife had left for work. And suddenly I heard this bang in our kitchen. And I was like, okay, that's weird. I was letting Ivy in and out of our house because she loves to go outside and had left the door open. I don't know if it was because Ivy like knocked over something. So I went to investigate, and it turns out that our little laundry detergent container had fallen from one of the highest shelves and just fell off. I don't know how. I don't know if it was because it was too close to the edge. I don't know if it was because our upstairs neighbors were just stomping around and caused it to plummet. But anyways, it fell, and the little cap for the little cap just shattered into pieces. And once I got there, all the detergent was just flowing out. It was all over the kitchen floor. It was under the washer dryer unit itself. And yeah, it was a mess. And so because of that, I freaked out. I was like, well, my wife's gone. I have to make sure my cat doesn't make a mess by walking into this pool of laundry detergent. And I need this video to be uploaded on time, or else YouTube is not gonna recommend it as much because the algorithm is cruel if you're not consistent. Yeah, and so because of that, I decided to call my mother because she lived close by, and I was like, "Hey, I need help clean this up. I can't do this by myself. I have some other things I need to do." And so she came over, and she was masked, and she basically told me that I needed to be masked. And the reason why was because my brother and my sister-in-law, who are living with my parents at the time being, because their new apartment's still being renovated, uh, my sister-in-law went to work. She works at a mental institution for children who have been through many foster care systems and haven't really nowhere to go, so they live there. Um, on Sunday, apparently one of the coworkers came in masked, and he basically told everyone that his father was awaiting a COVID test to see whether he tested positive or negative. Yet this individual still decided to come because it was Sunday and not many people work on Sundays, and he just felt that it was, I don't know, in his mind he felt responsible for coming, even though he was putting everyone's lives at risk. And especially since they're working with children, and it turned out that his father did test positive. And so because of this really irresponsible decision, it put not only my sister-in-law's life at risk, but it also put my mother and myself at risk, because I just happened to call my mom for help during this unprecedented time. But the fact that I had to call my mother to help with some sort of household incident because I was so worried about getting this video up on time, it really opened my mind to how stressful this job is and how I was kind of prioritizing this job, if you would call it, over my well-being. After we were able to clean it up, and after my mom went home, I still needed to record something for tomorrow so I can edit it and make sure it's uploaded on time. And so, once my cat calmed down and decided to take a nap, I get everything set up. I recorded the video. I played some Spider-Man Miles Morales, and I had a good time. I recorded for about 30 minutes or something. And then I looked at the footage in the editing program, and it was all choppy. Everything was stuttering. And it just really broke my heart because I had not only had I just gone through that section once, I would have to, if I wanted to deliver this video to my audience, I would have to record it again, and I would have to fake my reactions because I had pretty good first impressions when I played the game because it was for the first time ever. I've been waiting to play that game on recording just for the sake of the video. And so because of that, I was like, okay, I need to find a completely different game to play. Out of all the ones that I said I would play, which ones can I do? Which ones will people be more receptive to? And so I played Demon's Souls. And even though I enjoyed the game, when I was playing it, I wasn't doing as much commentary. I wasn't as animated, and I was so worn out that I felt like at the end of the day, I didn't do a good job. It didn't really live up to my standards. And by the time it finished recording, my wife had come home from work. And she doesn't come home from work until 10 o'clock. But, the worst part about this, yesterday was my birthday. I turned 25. And, I I knew that during this pandemic, a birthday celebration was never going to be the same, with the fact that everyone has to quarantine, or they're being told to quarantine but they choose not to, and they're being told to wear masks and they choose not to because apparently it infringes on their freedoms or whatever. But I knew it was going to be the same because of these safety guidelines, because of the fact that my wife was working on a weekday, because of the fact that I have this hobby/job that I've been doing for the past 4 months. But I didn't expect it to be this horrible, where I was stressing out about what just happened in the kitchen, or making sure that my cat is, well behaved, or making sure that I didn't get sick because I didn't know if my mom or my sister-in-law got sick because of one coworker's irresponsible decision. It just really opened my eyes to how stressful this job can be. And sometimes I forget to, look after myself. I forget to prioritize my family over something that, you know, is something that I very much enjoy, but something that hasn't really financially supported me yet. And the videos that I've made, I've really had fun making them, and I really had fun recording them. And I put a lot of effort into editing them. But at the same time, it can be taxing. Doing the same thing every day, all by yourself. It can be really stressful, And remember the social media accounts that I kind of said would be coming, that didn't really come. It's because I'm so busy just recording and editing that I can't handle the social media side of my channel. I can do all these things by myself if I had all the time and the patience in the world. But, at the same time, I have a life. I have other things that are important to me that I probably need to be focused more. Although this job is super fun, I get to play a lot of games that I've never played before and never experienced. I never get to truly finish them. I never get to see them through at the end because I'm so focused on what else I need to play, or what other game will be receptive to everyone. I'm constantly trying to figure out, okay, what game do I need to play that everyone will enjoy. And I know that everyone doesn't enjoy every game, but when you put a lot of time and effort into something, you at least want it to have some sort of success. And even though, like, during the beginning of this channel, a lot of people seemed very excited, but I think as the months have gone by, a lot of people have kind of dropped off and moved on to other things. And I understand, if you want to keep watching people like Markiplier or PewDiePie, who's been doing this for years and years and have much more experience than I do, then I completely understand. And so because of how awful my 25th birthday ended up being, I just wasn't really in the mood to make any videos. I wasn't really in the mood to edit anything, and I wasn't really I was even contemplating about not making a video for today, explaining why you guys didn't get a traditional video. So, but anyways, the moral of this story is, this job, as easy as it may look, it's really hard, and it takes a lot of experience and patience, and sometimes, most of the time, it's luck. You pray every day that you say something that's pure gold, just from improvisation. You pray that you don't have a gameplay experience that's just technically unviewable, so that you don't have to record it again. You pray that, whatever thumbnail or choice of title that you put on your video really resonates with everyone. It's a lot of just trial and error and luck. And after 4 months, I think I think I need to kind of rethink how I'm going to move forward. But so what that means for the channel is that we're probably going to change the upload schedule a bit. at the beginning, I think Monday through Friday, 5 days a week was good. I think it really engaged everyone at the beginning, but I think at this point, a lot of people are burnt out because there's just so much content, and I think I've also been burnt out because, I've had to basically make 5 videos a week, recording and editing, and sometimes that becomes too much. So this is not something that I've decided on the fly. This is something that I've been kind of thinking about for a long time, and I've kind of alluded to at the beginning of this channel, that things might change. And I'm still trying to figure out what the best course is. I'm trying to figure out whether I want to do like a 3-day week schedule where it's like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or maybe even like a weekly video where, on Friday it's either like a waifu plays or a video say, because those videos tend to do super well. But who knows? I'm probably going to take this time to kind of think about it, to kind of figure out what the best course is for the channel, and to kind of, take a day or the rest of the week off to kind of just make sure that I'm doing well, that I feel I'm in a better place and I'm in a better position. I just want to take this moment to apologize to everyone that were looking forward to this week's videos and looking forward to more content. And I also want to thank those who've been supporting the channel throughout all this time. I read all your comments. I try to respond to most of them as possible, and and I'm glad that you share the same enthusiasm as I've had over this past, over the course of this channel's life cycle. But I hope to see you guys soon. I hope to bring you more content in the future. I hope that same content is, achieves the same kind of quality that I try to achieve. And I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you guys soon.